Thanksgiving. The Wampanoag tribe had lived in the area for a very long time, and they shared their wisdom with the Pilgrims. "We live on the coast most of the year," they told them, "but we move inland each autumn to get away from the cold winter winds that roar from the open sea." Because their homes were made of fur and hide stretched over wooden tent poles, they simply left one set of poles in place inland and a second set in place near the ocean. They took the hide coverings back and forth between their two homes. In autumn, the Wampanoag told the Pilgrims, "We fish in the rivers for freshwater fish. We hunt in the forests and fields for deer, turkey, beaver, otter, and moose. These give us fresh meat, and we also store some of it to eat during the cold, snowy winter. Fresh food is much harder to find then." There was little time for the Pilgrims to hunt and fish now, and they worried that they may not have enough food for the winter. But the Wampanoag gladly shared meat from their hunts and fish from the sea, as well as dried fruits and nuts. Without the help of Squanto and Massasoit, the Pilgrims may never have survived that first hard winter in the New World. But survive they did, and when spring came, the Wampanoag led the Pilgrims to rivers and to the sea, teaching them the best methods to catch fish. They taught them how to plant crops that they had never seen before, including the Native Americans' most important crop, corn. The Pilgrims and the Wampanoag managed to live peacefully as neighbors and friends. When fall came again, they gathered in their harvest. The Pilgrims were grateful to have survived a full year. They thanked God for bringing them to this new land, where they could live freely, following their own religion. The Pilgrims held a 3-day harvest celebration and invited their Wampanoag friends to join them for the feast. The story of the members of the Wampanoag tribe gathered around the Pilgrims' table, feasting together that fall day in 1621, is told over and over again in America. We are not sure of the details. We do know that the Native Americans had celebrated a harvest festival for hundreds of years before the Europeans arrived. This was probably the first time that Europeans and Native Americans celebrated together. This feast that took place in Massachusetts nearly 400 years ago has become known as the first Thanksgiving. Every November, all across America, families and friends gather together on Thanksgiving Day to give thanks and remember the long-ago friendship between the Wampanoags and the Pilgrims. To Americans, that first Thanksgiving is important because it represents the best of the United States of America. Different types of people living together peacefully and learning from one another.